right, the tweet goes live. Hopefully I go live. All right. The Twitch goes live, all of which indicates that we are live. So yesterday in the Darkest Dungeon 2, we checked all the boxes, which feels really good. The fact that we had 2 successful runs, beat both chapters, also defeated the Leviathan, means that we've seen a lot of the challenges that the Darkest Dungeon has to offer, and now it's time to go back for seconds. Hey, Stefan, welcome, welcome. It's going well. I am excited to get back into the action here. Yeah, Rob, the runs yesterday were awesome. I am very... So I was talking to someone else in the Discord, Annie, about it, and the level of difficulty is pretty spot on for the game right now, I think. At first, there's certainly moments where you feel like it's like a little amped up to 11, but that's one of the things we loved about Darkest Dungeon 1. And boy, getting that first kill on Resentment felt really satisfying. So very pleased with that. I'm wondering when we're gonna get more cinematics, but yeah, it was a great run, and it's time to do another one. One thing that I am considering, and I'll bring this up here before I dive into the run. Hey, Doodle, welcome. Is I like the idea of trying to do some random runs. So just hitting that random button and just making whatever team the game decides to give me work, I think could be a lot of fun. So we may give that a go as well. But for now, let's start this party up and see where it takes us. Hot on the heels of some victories yesterday, we checked all the boxes. We've killed the Leviathan, we've killed the Lungs of Redemption, or whatever you want to call those things. And now it's time to hit the road once more. We've already watched this this little cutscene here once.
The blaze began in the east wing of the Great Library. Within hours, the entirety of our effort lay in a smoldering, ashen heap. I braced against your rancorous buffeting, avowing a certain hesitant relief at our freedom from that mocking sigil. The uncanny arrival of the letter, however, heralded a new, pernicious phase of our investigation.
I love the way they're rolling out the story. It's very interesting. So we're gonna hit Resentment again.
On the borderlands.
Not only because I am afraid of denial, but because I think we haven't seen that much of it, and it's time to get a little more familiar. So I think what we'll do is we'll go over the cast of characters, and then if we don't see anything that's really standing out to us,
Grasp a thread of connective worship that stretched across vast gulfs of time and tribe. But we did not understand it. The crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
exactly, the Lung Dragon. The Lung Dragon indeed. Yeah, what was up with those 4 relic drops, Rob? Like, I'm not crazy, right? That was weird. So I like this Warlock. I like Evasive a lot. I think it really helps out with the squishiness of the Warlock. We have a Tempest Leper rocking Slayer of Fishfolk and Hypochondria, which just means non-stop diseases. Oh my gosh. They're giving us Inspiring Tune upgraded on the Jester. Oh, that's very tempting as well. Bonvidant and Fussy Eater. We have a Runaway with Control Burn mastered, and Dancer's Balance. When moved by the enemy, to improve dodge, which is pretty strong. And then actually, weirdly enough, Dancer's Balance and Sprained Ankle work quite nicely together. I'm curious about that as well, Rob. We have, oh my gosh, it's given us all the paths. We have a Berserker who is a Shroud Explorer and Neat. We have a Man-at-Arms who is an Amateur Armorsmith, which is nothing to sneeze at. We have a Tactical Thinker, which is quite a nice perk. We like Tactical Thinker. Our Grave Robber is not particularly interesting. And we have an Apprentice Plague Doctor. So, I do want to press the random party button. See, so this is interesting. Like, we could try to make this work, right? We could go with a Leper frontline, Berserker in slot 2, Occultist here. We lack a stress heal, of course. But there's something interesting about just leaving it in Fate's hands, isn't there? We'd pick up Intimidate if we were going to do that. We'd be going for Bleed action here, I think. We'd probably put Howling End on anyways. We'd probably go for If It Bleeds, Wicked Hack, maybe Bloodlust. We don't have a great bleed synergy here. I don't know. Do we try and make this work? Bonnie in for the Grave Robber. Dancer's Balance is pretty strong. I don't know exactly how we're gonna make this one work, but I'm kinda tempted. The big problem that I see here is we don't have any bleed synergy, right? I feel like the Berserker in particular is really relying on kind of getting that Bloodlust going and then having big hits. And I kind of do want to make the Berserker work. But we haven't taken Bonnie out for a run in a while. So I can get down with this. And then if we're going backline Bonnie, that's delightfully alliterative. I don't this is the thing about Bonnie. I never feel like we have enough skills for either the front or the back. Right? Like, because we can start out like this. Get that initial Dragonfly off, which is pretty nice. And then use Firefly from there. And then our Occultist. See, the problem is I would like to have Bonnie. Can Bonnie actually... She can't cauterize from the back rank, which is really tough. That makes it really hard. We don't have a lot of combo generation, though, and Sackstab is not going to get used. Maybe we do go with, like, Chaotic Offering, though. Maybe go with something like this. Okay, this is an unconventional crew. We definitely need to get Hypochondriac sorted ASAP. But yeah, let's do this. This is a very off-brand team, but sometimes the off-brand teams are particularly satisfying.
You came here seeking solace, but found stagnation instead.
Wow, Boudica has so few hit points. Oh my gosh, actually, our whole team has so few hit points. This is probably the thing that's going to kill us, if I'm being honest. We like that. I forgot Baldwin was a Tempest. Oh boy, oh boy. We're, everybody is a glass cannon in this build, so we're gonna have to pump some absolutely disgusting damage. Breakthrough doesn't do much damage. I don't think I've ever used it as a skill. 1 to 2 damage, move forward, and removes defend. That's really a hard sell in my book. Thanks for the slime mold. Like, I guess breakthrough is just breakthrough gives winded. Oh my gosh. Can I get a show of hands of anyone that has successfully used breakthrough in any run ever? under any circumstances, because that's, whew, that's a tough one.
The point of no return welcomes you with open arms.
With open arms. We're kicking it into high gear here. Oh, I never scrolled back. There's a, looks like there's a pancake griddle somewhere back there. I feel like I gave Bonnie one too few skills there. Still not the kill. That's pretty underwhelming. Maybe it'll get better.
A promising development.
With the Tempest, I kind of feel like we may need to
A simple solution.
yeah, exactly. Not a lot of them are coming in that handy. But I do think we should at least select a fourth skill. Call me old-fashioned. Maybe just slap controlled burn out there? I don't know. Oh, that's right. Smokescreen is so good, too. Huh. So I'm trying to decide what our upgrade target here is. So stress is going to be a big problem for this team, obviously. Right? Any stress that we don't successfully concentrate on the leper and use Solemnity to heal off, we basically don't have an answer for. Now, Raucous Revelry is just bad,
Yet places such as this.
but we might want to put it on the table just because... Yeah, it's one stress off for everyone else, which is pretty horrendously bad. We may need it anyways, but I wonder what's our first upgrade in this situation. Getting the 2 blind on Smokescreen so we can target stress dealers, I think, is actually the play, which seems a little crazy, but we will see. This is a very experimental run. Did we only end up with 1 trinket from the intro part? No, we equipped the other ones. That was our 1 bonus trinket. I actually think the Greater Gilded Mind, given our setup, is pretty worth it. Going to academic studies is good for science. I enjoy the Shroud, so I'm not angry at that.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has
Let's see.
If indeed it ever did.
The Songbook of Rousing Tunes isn't terrible, but I think we just spend our money on food. Didn't think you'd ever hear me say that. Hey, Shen, welcome. Let's take 1 food. I think that's probably enough. We need some of our folks to have a little something to get going on, or they're going to be far too squishy. Everybody gets a little bit of friendship this way. Oh yeah, new patch means we're going to go hard on the Darkest Dungeon for a minute here, Shen. For sure. All right, let's get out there. Let's go hang in the cove. Oh yeah, I wanted to scroll back on the map and see. There was some type of interesting icon in that first zone. I don't know if we can scroll back to the first zone. That early hospital hurts a little bit. There's one a little further on, though. As a reminder, we need to... Seems like a short zone. Yeah, oh yeah, the crossroads. Nice. I think that icon is new. So right now we're too broke for the hospital to play into anything. If we want to get the Greater Gilded Mind, which I think might be useful, we can pick up all 3 here. We're not going to go to the lair. All right, so I think we go Hoarder into that. We're going to do a lot of academic study science, that's for sure. Hoarder, we go. And then I don't know if that excludes us from all the hospitals, which means we're going to have to deal with Baldwin having every disease. The good news is none of them hang around that long, because they always get overwritten. But still, not the best situation.
Attention is unfocused, as though he is in two places at once.
Ooh, the nautical compass is new. End of round. Looks like there's a 20% chance of getting crit, defend, dodge, strength, or stress. That trinket seems exceptionally good. That's new to us. I'm going to save my money. Am I? We're not necessarily going to get... Yeah, I don't think we need to... I don't think we need to go spending. Little perturbed by Baldwin stacking up the stress early, but
At least it should be.
yeah, we're gonna go right. We'll pick up the early road fight. So Boudica is gonna start out just dropping some if it bleeds, while Bonnie drops blinds. That's my thought here. Gotta love the jig. Yeah, I don't want this guy going. If we can get rid of him, that's good for business. So controlled burn here won't trigger riposte, I don't believe. That's interesting. If Bonnie was a survivor, I think we'd be in better shape. But as it is, we get some jaunty tunes. Life is good. Remove the blind while getting ourselves a taunt. Controlled burn takes a really long time to activate. Hey Rose, how's it going? We'll let that one work its magic for a minute, I guess. The flexibility is not great on this move. So he's got the 3 burn that's coming from controlled burn, and that will stack up as we go. I think we probably just taunt up here. I don't think we were getting much out of hitting this guy. He's gonna burn out pretty quick. Yeah, this team.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
The Warlock's gonna pump some serious damage. But I'm scared of those riposts. Yeah, for longer fights, controlled burn is pretty solid. Thank you for the follow, Rye. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Now, this is what I don't like, is when we get into a situation, it's very hard with the occultist to have moves for the early times. I think we just do that. Ah, it's a pleasure to have you. We're trying a very off-meta comp. V Rising. I don't think I've even heard of it, Shen. What's the TL didn't play? These days, no, I don't play much off stream. If I'm being honest, I try and keep my my game playing to the 20 hours a week that I am playing. For relics, the prophecy continues. Okay, so it's assist us. and it looks like we're gonna take a relationship hit along with a financial hit. I don't love that. I guess I'll take the smaller one with the larger torch increase, but that's unfortunate.
In crisis, no gain.
Ooh, steak and spuds and a roast pig. All right, I'm gonna say whatever we did there was worth its weight in gold. All right, early academic studies. Is this good for business or bad? We could definitely pick up some sweet trinkets doing 3 academic studies in one leg. I think the RNG is very high on this one.
Regrettable research.
Oh, so is it anything like Vampire Survivor? Because I have seen that one. Okay, not like that. Because I would have considered that to be in a similar potential category of that kind of like breaking type of game. Let's see, what's our play here? I think we light these guys on fire. Oh, more like Valheim. I see. Oh my gosh. All right, I think the squishiness of this party may come back to haunt us. I am fearful, to say the least. Okay, let's get Taunt up. And then I think she's gonna cauterize, but we'll remove that, get one of our blinds off. That'll set us up for the Warlock to do some work. I think just getting rid of one of them is probably good. Ooh, awful. Okay. You don't have a lot of time to take those out, do you? I am learning the hard way. That other guy was already dead, so... mostly about getting the captain going. Oh. All these taunts are making me very, very concerned. Oh, did the baby spawn not one of these guys? Can the baby spawn anything? Yeah, newborn mutation. Grants plus 25% damage, 2 speed, and 33% chance to receive defend on hit. Ooh, that's not... we don't like that, do we? We are getting absolutely wailed on here right now. I think we take out the back line. Even though it had already acted. Yeah, having a survivor run away, this is gonna hit hard. Yep. Alright. Now, is Solemnity nerfed on the Tempest Leper? I can't remember. Yeah, that felt not great. This is one of our problems, is our frontline damage is really not very good. And this letting the newborn go is really bad for business, we're learning. Can we miss with controlled burn? Looks like the answer is no. It's probably too slow to be effective here, but... oh boy. Just barely keeping ourselves afloat. Now as the fog abates. Alright, Warlock. You do your thing. You do you, boo. Alright.
Straightforward and effective.
I'm trying to decide. I never played Valheim, as a side note, Shan. I'm trying to decide if there's any way that we can work toe-to-toe in and its lack of movement. But I'm having a hard time coming up with an answer to that. For now, Al is pumping the most damage, so we'll put the crit token there. But we're going to need some, like, run-defining trinkets, because right now things are feeling a little spicy. The stale bread can be gotten rid of. All of it couldn't, actually. We're one short, but academic study. So this is otherworldly fragments most of the time. Oh, we're going to wreck our relationships to do this, but for science. For science. Turn start adds a random token. Sure. Sure. I think we've used this one in the past, and it's been interesting. We'll give you some more crit, because your bleed skills, you're already doing a bit of crit. This team feels a little slow. Like, Boudica not having that early howling end feels pretty, debilitating. Al just said something about riptides. I wish I could read those toasts as they came by. They're just a little too fast. We have good mark capacity. I will say that much. Like, the fact that we can pull her forward, mark, and then chop her down with the leper feels pretty good. But... Doodle. I wish that almost every day of my life. I just want to say for the record, I'm among the worst readers on the on this face of the earth. On the face of the earth. That's slightly better. It is not to be underestimated how bad a reader I am. Dyslexic for as long as I've been anything. But that's okay. I don't mind it. So we're hoping this guy's going to last one more round and we can do another Solemnity. But this is perhaps the biggest problem that we have, is I don't know how we're going to manage stress like what Al has. So this guy has Death's Door. So let's just put him on it. Maybe we'll get a stress heal from that monster crit. Apparently not. And now we're going to stall out until we can get Solemnity off.
A little help, impeccably timed.
Clean up what we can. No, certainly not ashamed, Doodle. Certainly not ashamed.
Unpleasant in the extreme. This work is no
that is a possibility, Rob, but not Whoa, why did I just get a scout for doing that? Road battle. That was weird. That's certainly a possibility. Wait, what are we doing these for? Oh, yeah. I think this stress resist trinket is also going to be quite important. Shifting it around to people who are a little stressed out. But these are not the reliable ways to deal with stress. Ah, the fleshy cube. My favorite. Alright, but also we're not going to have any positive relationships because no one wants to play with anything. Ah, yes. The Pulsing Heart. Probably good for this team, honestly. I'm going to put it on our leper for now. The advantage of it is that the bleed that it's giving is going to enable Caustic, which is, or enable Cauterize, which is at least interesting. Al's going up to 5 stress. Not much we can do about that. Oh, we do have... Do we have a Shroud Explorer? We might. You might be right about that. Oof, that was not a strong hit. But I really like using Demon Pull to get that initial combo. Hit this guy with the blind. Oh, this is unfortunate though. Our leper is not doing what we need lepers to do. Ignore 30% bleed resist when doing that. I hope we're just gonna be landing our bleeds, but I hate that. Alright, well. Use the combo.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Ooh, crit token coming in. Well, you like to see that. Can you get a stress heal, please? Thank you. Alright, I was about to get very cranky.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gain.
This is going to be over pretty soon, so getting the stress heal off before this guy keels over. Get it? Keels over. Har har. Perfect. Perfect targeting, too. So far, all the tokens we've gotten from that relic have been positive. That will not remain the case. Okay, keep that stress low to try and offset. We should look at relationships here. I think we've torn them all asunder doing these academic studies, since no one wants to do science. 4 relics, my friends. I don't think you get scout chance from that, but let's check to see if we had a shroud person. Slayer of Fishfolk, Shroud Explorer. I think you are correct, Rob. That was probably what procced that. Okay, the third academic study. One of these again. Alright, at least these two agree. Let's put the stress over here. Oh, we got a scout for that, not a relic. We already had the scout though, so not good for business. And have we picked up a single mastery? We picked up 1 mastery. Let's see, what's the... Going to the lair is not particularly valuable to us. I think we probably go here, 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 here. So we'll start out with a hard left, it looks like. Nice, everybody wants to go too, so that's good. Any little bit of stress healing with Al. I think that's another thing. When you go with a party that doesn't have a lot of stress healing, you really kind of have to accept that that you're going to have to follow the paths dictated by your high stress folks, which is always hard to... That's a bitter pill to swallow. Man, those Howling Ends have been miserably. 2 ordained enemies. That seems a little early for 2 ordained enemies. But the Tempest Leper does Tempest Leper things. We like that. So that should spread fire to an adjacent. All resisted. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, the one-off. You love to see it.
Steady yourself.
Alright, that's why we have Cauterize. We probably need to put Adrenaline Rush on Boudica now that I'm looking at it, though. This is quite unfortunate. With the amount of healing we have to do, you would kind of expect that that our party would be slightly more friendly with one another. But that is not the case at the moment. Do we ask you to take the hit? Yeah, probably.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
We just needed the one, so this gives us a bit of control. It's a guaranteed crit on Rid. And no one... Can we talk about, like, less than 33%? Really, game? Like, it's less than 50 on the Plague Doctor. Ah, it's so brutal. I know I probably should have stalled for some healing there, but I like using Burning Stars. The fact that that crit didn't give us stress healing either, I kind of feel like one change that I would advocate for to make non-stress... So I think there is a need. I'll preface it this way. I think there is a need for more viability for teams that do not take a dedicated stress healer, like no Man-at-Arms and no Jester. And I think that one way that they could do that is by making crits a guaranteed stress heal, rather than a RNG stress heal. Because if I could, like, stack stress on my team, or stack crit on my team, it would make quite a difference. But yeah, this is a very slow start. We're definitely behind the 8 ball on relationships. Like, that's looking bad. I guess that's the only one that's really bad. Let's see, who do I care? You have probably the only cooldowns that I care about. Put that there, and then we'll get our torch back up that way, I think. And the Hoarder was the plan. We're hoping Owl doesn't ruin everything. You know, I'm not sure either, Rob, but are they two of them stealth? Whoa. That's new. Al, who are you relationship? Alright, let's do that. These guys are at least squishy.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
But the stress is starting to mount in more places than just a few. You still have to go. Let's get rid of you. Less attacks is better for business. Oh, that was a 75% dodge token doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, it's so hard to know, Rob, because we do know for a fact that the stress heal off of crits is not reliable, right? It's not guaranteed. It's not 100% of the time. So it's so hard to know if it is intentional or not. Well, there goes that. Oh my gosh. Al, do you have like a... These guys are not gaunt though, right? The wharf rats? No, they're fisher folk. We'll just have to keep an eye out. I think that's the only play. Did I even put Raucous Revelry on you right now? No. Alright. We put out big numbers, but Al is cruising in a direction that we cannot reverse, unfortunately. I guess we'll put Raucous Revelry on the board at this point. Yeah, I mean, that one definitely didn't do anything. Alright, Al is truly ruining everything at the moment. picked up 4 baubles and 50 relics. Wow. It doesn't get much worse than that. The Hint of Home is nice. We'll take the 2 healing salve because always be buying healing salve. We still have the poetry from the last inn, right? Yeah. We may need the Book of Body Tales. Just to be safe.
Comfort on the road to damnation.
So we're at least gonna get our loathing down, but I wouldn't be surprised if Al loses his mind, unfortunately. Ugh, this is not a... I don't like these ladies. I was hoping for that just double crit action. A little bit of that. Got any of that double crit action? Yeah, controlled burn is too slow going. I think I'm more annoyed by her stress causing, etc. So okay. Apparently it did not matter. A crit? See, so there was, oh my gosh. What is the point of having 75% dodge if you never dodge? This is the question. If anyone was selling laudanum, I'd be buying laudanum. That's for darn sure. But disastrous. I'm just gonna start spamming Raucous Revelry on Boudica. It has a cooldown too, doesn't it? It's totally trash, and it has a cooldown. Oh my gosh.
The slow suffering begins.
Actually, citation needed on that. Does it have a cooldown? Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, long fights, Rob, I think is the easy descriptor. Controlled burn is good against long fights. I just couldn't find another skill in her list that I was like, oh yeah, what we need in our life right now is fill in the blank. There just aren't that many things. We're gonna get one more Raucous Revelry, which will probably just cancel out with the stress from that. Yep. Great. Great, great, great. I do like Firefly, though. It is a strong skill, to be sure. Why do I have this terrible feeling that we're, like, not actually going to finish this fight? And I'm actually going to fail it? Do crit heals ever give anything? This is a shame. We might as well get rid of the one stress and then have her finish it off. We have 2 chances, so I'm not going to feel bad if he double Death's Door resists. He may. Okay, we got him. But we're just barely keeping.
An unexpected find.
So the problem, so I did consider it. The problem with Ransack, right, is that, so if we use Ransack, first we're going to move Bonnie into slot 1, which is bad because Baldwin definitely needs to be in slot 1. If we put Bonnie here and use Ransack, like we could use it for dancing a little bit, but as soon as we use Boudica for toe-to-toe, then Bonnie will swap with Baldwin, and Baldwin will become completely incapable of acting. So we could try it for a minute. It's probably better than Controlled Burn, even though Controlled Burn is upgraded. But I think it's going to be ineffective. Just a little. We'll see, though. And our relationships are looking awful at the moment. Thanks to Al being the crankiest of crankies.
The guttural prayers of the fisherfolk must be silenced.
And of course, everyone doesn't want to fight. Come on, game. Give me a break. A little bit of positive relationship and a little bit of negative is better. I can't take the fight and tank my relationships even further, even though it means we're going to carry over a loathing. I just had a really interesting thought. Has anyone used Controlled Burn on... Hey, Innie? Yeah, we are in the shores. A Controlled Burn on the General, but used it on the Taproot. That's very interesting. Hey, Rob. We gotta go off brand sometimes. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Nobody wants to fight ever. I can't float too loathing into the next zone though. So I'm gonna do this even though it's destroying our relationships. Okay, we've learned our lesson. We need to go hard on this little monster. I hate that I'm wasting these vulnerables, but I don't want to ransack forward or we're gonna be in bad shape. Oh, it removed... Oh, I guess because it added a taunt token. Got it. I don't think we're going to get this dead. Seems unlikely. The stress is not good. Don't love that either. I think we got there. Yeah, we did. Just barely. Just barely. We're probably going to kill the backliner with a little ceiling spaghetti, so... But yes, Rob, I know that I brought this upon myself, and I'm not mad about it. I think that there's a lot of fun to be had in not just playing the meta comps. And also, we got an early shore, so we're getting to play around and marinate a little bit in the content. We got to do some good science. And let's see, two of these. More ceremonial war drums than the day is long. Which if we want to try that strategy against the Lurker, we should save these. And I am inclined to want to try that science. So let's take a look at our combat items. We can probably just do some of that. And for now, the chalk dust can go. This'll probably get us out of the region, and all Al has to do is not that. Yep, literally I said his name, and he was like, I'm gonna have a meltdown, because that sounds like fun. We did slack from on doing Raucous Revelries on that last fight. I am now remembering. We got to be spamming that like it's going out of fashion. Yes, so there's been a full food overhaul. Innie. You don't have to watch it now, but if you are curious, there's my video on the patch notes. Hopefully. Any day now. Ah, there it goes. But yes, the food has gotten a complete rework, which is very exciting. Ooh, this is going to make killing this thing quite hard. I guess we have to yank it forward and use our leper to chop it up. But yeah, food is now to counteract. Okay, you're just going. Let's try and get rid of you. Food now counteracts the fact that all heroes have less hit points. So there's a 10% nerfed hit points. Now slime mold is the worst food and yields a 10% increase to hit points that also comes with a small chance for disease and a small chance for something else. All right. It's time to greed this one a little bit. I don't want Al falling over dead. The Tempest Leper with the pull is good. It obviously has some pretty severe limitations. I'll do that and then cauterize here. Those limitations being things that don't get moved easily. Go away. I do like the bleeds that we're getting handed here, though. I think we Raucous Revelried last turn. Yeah, pretty sure we did. So, just drop the hammer on that. We're keeping Al up and operational, at least for the moment. We'll at least do the next fight. Unclear if we'll do the fight after that. Oh, we almost made it through without dealing with all these fishmongers. I hate these fishmongers. Ugh. With their what is it, with flesh? It's awful. It's the worst. $16 hit points feels like a lot when you know what these guys do, which is 1,000 things and create tons of stress through their critting. Flens. Okay, well, that was good, at least.
Bafflement and vexation.
That was less good. I didn't take bleed out to 15. I think we need her taking some hits. She may end up being our tank. If a Berserker ends up being our tank, it's going to be the darkest days, I'm pretty sure. But any stress healing from that? Bueller? No. Apparently not.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Wow, they really have a thing for our occultist. And now I'm starting to get very nervous about our occultist. Nothing beats it, Shen. The death blows in this game feel good. Let's see. I think getting this... We tried just blowing them up. That didn't work, so let's try that instead. Ooh, fish guts. I don't think we had seen that one before. It's exciting. And you're at 6. I love a good leper death blow even more, though. I'm not gonna lie.
A calculated generosity.
The leper when that sword comes down, oh, it's so lovely. Three to 6, not enough. Let's just try and keep Al from completely melting down. Great. Just what we like. Oh, of course. The water comes in and blinds us all up. The fishmongers, though, like, are really annoying. The blind is also very annoying. This fight is rocking us a little bit. I kind of feel like when the fog goes away, the blind should be removed with it. But I know I said that yesterday as well. Okay, well this is... That's overkill, but that thing was so annoying.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
I need this last Raucous Revelry, because this is getting too spicy for anyone's taste. And also we at least get 2 here. There's Ransack hitting for 3. At least we have the crit heal. Crit for 3. Nice. Love to see it. And that'll probably give Al back the stress that we healed with Raucous. Oh my gosh. I would not describe this fight as going very well. 2, you have 3 hit points. Okay. At least this way they don't get to act again. I think we get 1 more Raucous. Build a little bit of friendship, maybe. Oh no, we don't get the last Raucous. All right. Well, maybe we get a crit stress heal. All right. Here we go. 28. Any change? Any change? No, it doesn't look like it. We definitely have a meltdown if we go for this. I don't think we go for it.
Crude term for the science of self-preservation.
Yep. Now, smart money is on Al having the meltdown anyways on our way. Just wait for it. It's going to be like poetry. I basically guarantee that he's going to pick up 1 stress on the remainder of the drive, and it's going to ruin everything. It's all on you, Al. Okay, Boudica decides to pick up a stress. Two leagues, Al. There it is. Oh, he goes for the relationship ruin. All right. All right, we sneak by. Now, are we set up well for the future? No. Raconteur, Hemophobia, Generous, and Braggart on Boudica. That's Braggart on Boudica is not the end of the world. Okay, we pick up the Greater Gilded Mind, which is something. We have 3 mastery to spend, which is wildly underwhelming. Okay, let's start working on in items here. So, for food, what is the provisioner selling? Wow, they really wish that we had gotten any resources, don't they? How lovely of them. The surgeon's table could be good. Ooh, the jumbo storage trunk. Tempted by the smoke bomb. Let's see, 2 of these. Okay, yeah. So let's do food real quick here. Slime mold can go away. We'll do that. And Coach is dumping that chicken outside the wagon. Yep, pretty much. Book of Bawdy Tales we can hang on to, because I think poetry gets us most of the way there. I'll probably still use it, though. What are our route options here? We're going to do a cheeky sluice, it looks like. So now we have some difficult decisions to make. The sluice is terrible for us because Bonnie lacks... like, the sluice doesn't bleed you. So, that's going to prove challenging. I'm going to give Al the book. So, let's see. Probably pick up the whiskey barrel just to roll the dice on some positive relationship. That was exactly net 0 relationship change. Thanks, game. Oh, we have no one in the blue, so that's good. Do we have anything else good for building relationship? The dartboard is decent. Knotted rope is sadly not. Ha. Too good.
Incredibly necessary acquisition.
Yeah, what am I expecting? 75-25 is always negative. That's the, let's see. We got that one. Nice. You and Al, you're, okay, just slightly positive at the moment. And then for now, we'll put this here. We're gonna go do the sluice. Al has been picking up a lot of stress, but I don't know that that's indicative of what is to come. Who gets the Gilded Mind here? Maybe we do this and then just expect you to take some hits. It's not a great setup, I don't think. But maybe we'll go with this for the time being. We have basically no baubles, so very difficult decisions here about what our biggest upgrades are. I think it's Raucous Revelry. Oh gosh. The fact that Raucous Revelry is still a 1 stress heal to everyone else is so bafflingly awful. Like, that's terrible as a stress heal. Like, taking 5 down to 4 and never being able to go below 4. It's just, it's not worth upgrading. It's so bad. Okay, so we're not going to upgrade that. I think we upgrade if it bleeds, because we're stuck using it all the time. I think we upgrade Chop, because that's getting a ton of use. And then I think Demon Pull. Try and get some stuns going. I want to do Ceiling Spaghetti, but obviously there's not a lot of value in doing that. Okay, let's see how the sluice treats us here. We're headed into the sluice. Gonna take a quick side route here. We're kind of hoping that we get offered the Shroud after this, because I would take this team up against the Lurker with 3 ceremonial drums just to see what happens. But yeah, we left that region with Al feeling like absolute trash, and rightfully so.
No choice. The brutish creatures must be.
All right, everybody wants to fight. You love to see it. Let's get some positive relationships building. Okay, who's going first? You're going first. Let's start lighting things on fire. Okay, looks like we need ourselves a laden lantern is what I am learning. This is unfortunate. I think we just remove dodge. Okay. Getting one dead is not... I wouldn't really consider that a success. But again, evasive on the Warlock was good for business. And then we're gonna taunt up on the Tempest Leper, which feels not good also. Yeah, and we're stuck not being able to use Demon Pull. Ooh. But wait. We get to drop a bomb. Kaboom. You love to see it. Let's see. Can't really do much here, can we? We're taking some nasty nasty hits due to... How do you get lit on fire? Oh, because of Ordained. Got it. Oh, ordain me no longer. And evasive is working out quite nicely. Now here, this is kind of a bummer. But we get the demon pull, so feels good. All right. We made some investments with our mastery. 24 baubles is very nice. Ooh, and our 4th ceremonial drum, which means everyone can have a ceremonial drum. Although I think only our frontliners should have them. If we're thinking out loud and strategizing, I kind of think 2 ceremonial drums for each is probably good. We gotta go to the creature den. I hate that we're picking up 3 aggregate stress there, but... A bestial refuge. Ooh, pyrotechnic dazzlers. Are those something we want to... Let's do a quick audit of our combat items before we go into this. Like this doesn't make a lot of sense. We can use these to remove dodges. Move this to here. Move this to here. Leave the healing salve. Okay. Hopefully we can do some work. I feel like Raucous Revelry just doesn't need Okay, wait. Do we want them to be blind or us to be strong? Us to be strong is better because it can't be resisted. Them getting blinded doesn't help us. We have our first positive relationship. And spiders. And spiders. We have no anti-venom either, so this is gonna be a fun time. Gosh, we have so much dodge to work through. That is why I put that there, but... Steady yourself. Feeling a little besieged at the moment. By spiderly things. 75% of the time we dodge those. And 100% of the time we don't. That's certainly the way it feels. So I think we actually got that. Yeah, we get that kill. That's good. Target selection was probably a little off there. We could have gotten the kill here before it got a chance to act. That's a good one to get out of the way now. But the blight is gonna... The blight and the blinds are going to respectively absolutely wreck us. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted. I think 3 to 7. So only a high roll kills. Oh my gosh. Okay, well this... Yeah, the fact that it's taking us 2 actions is very unfortunate here. We just have to move quickly. That's, The blinds. The blinds. I knew the blinds were going to be a problem. Oh my gosh. And then we don't have... So smart money here is we stun it, hopefully. And then we stall until the beginning of next turn. But that's infuriating. We need to set up a good turn, even though it's letting the blights tick. Okay, this chaotic offering is not terrible. Does the loathing still fester? I have not heard the loathing fester. Okay, so we do that, and then hopefully, yeah, they immediately pop in. She was... Okay, that's not great that she was fixed in place. I should have recognized that. I don't like that I wasted that opportunity, but 3, 5. We go again. If we can remove one, it's good for us. Our hit points are not the best.
A slow dissection, an unavoidable end.
Our stress distribution though is good. This is such a... Okay, so this is such like a... If the high roll happens... It's not even that great. Oh, because you're weakened? Okay. Let's get a 2-point heal instead. With those tokens, right? That's what we wanted, was a 2-point heal. So happy. All I ever wanted was a 2-point heal. And the game has withheld them for so long. In fairness, it was way better than a 0-point heal, which is the perhaps more likely option. A 3-point heal. Look, we can do all the numbers.
Steady yourself.
This is how you die when you bring in a cultist that has to do any healing ever. It is the stuff of nightmares.
A little help, impeccably timed.
A 12-point heal. That comes with the bleed. The bleed is strangely good for us. At least now we can do a little bit of healing with our runaway, although we're currently stalling out this fight that we should not be stalling out. Round 8. Stun? Yeah, of course. Of course, the stun. It's very likely a kill.
Simple solution.
It's been rough on the hit points, but the stress has been okay.
Fight through the fatigue.
Really hate that this is where we ended up. Nobody's quite injured enough for us to even try a rid. We can't cauterize from this position. Damn it. I keep forgetting that. Cauterize... Like, why does every ability on the runaway have such an incredible combination of limitations? It's maddening to me. 3, you're at 5. Raucous Revelry would be a heal. Whatever. Let's just get out of here. Alright. We did it, but what a messy bunch of spiders there.
The Wainwright awaits.
Oh, and then the game's like, and by the way, we won't even give you the mastery for the fight. Boo. Discount on combat and in items. Could be good. And then we picked up the gauntlets that are probably, I mean, they're good, but we're really struggling with damage dealing right now. So I don't know that they hold a place for us.
Options require careful deliberation.
I don't mind Bonnie picking up one more stress to go to another academic study. I feel like an academic study, they're ruining our relationships, but I like doing the science, and who knows? We might get something good. Getting the loathing down would have also been beneficial, but probably more beneficial, but I really like academic studies for some reason. This is otherworldly fragments for sure. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Oh, off guard too, really? I don't think we needed that. Those are great though. We can do a lot of work with those otherworldly fragments.
At last, respite within reach.
Okay, that slightly repairs some of the damage that was done. We'll save those for killing a boss, I think. Now we really need a hospital. Are these guys super flame resistant and I just like missed the memo? 30. It's not bad. We do probably need to pick up toe-to-toe. The Tempest is fun, though. To be sure. We need a lot of things to make... we need some trinkets to make this work, to be sure. I hate that I'm doing damage to myself here for basically nothing, since this fight is all but over. We weren't going to get the kill, it was going to get the action. Figured it was better to toss the blind up, and then we can drop the hammer with the leper.
In this world, wealth is worthless without
4 and 4. 4 baubles, 4 relics. We're, one thing that also I am realizing now is for the sluice, it is probably unwise to use food before the sluice because it's so short, you're very unlikely to recoup it. Just a thought.
lower your guard, soften your gaze.
Okay, Al becomes a braggart. Not good. Fear of death and dying. 10 stress on an ally dying. Round start dazed. Our whole team is just getting slower. Bonnie picking up crit tokens is okay. Baldwin picking up more damage is good. But we need a hospital. And we need to not spend our money so that we can do that. A 1 mastery sluice was not worth the investment.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
I'm serious. I don't want to do 3 more academic studies. That would basically kill us, I think. I want to do the Leviathan, but I want to do the Leviathan now that we have all these ceremonial drums, because I want to learn if you can actually resist being taken.
Isolated.
And the only way we're going to do that is to try it out. Now, this is discounted.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
I'll buy all of those. You can't use 2 pigs. We have learned that the hard way. And then we need bread. at a price of 4, I'm just going to buy all of it.
To damnation.
Yes, but I don't know exactly why, Doodle. Like you are correct that that did happen, but I don't think I understand if it was movement resist or if it was something else. So I think it's wise to try it again. We don't need to use the Book of Body Tales, I think. I like how they lean forward when I give this to them. So our configuration for the boss is going to be Boudica in slot 2, Baldwin in slot 1. So, Baldwin. You now have 110 move resist. If we still get taken, I'm going to probably have a meltdown, if we're being honest, but like a IRL meltdown. There's the Laden Lantern that we need. We cannot afford it. A speed increase. Does that help us at all? Probably not. Okay. I think that's it. And then we're also going to bring in the otherworldly fragments and try and rush the Leviathan down. Let's do mastery. We got 1 point of mastery.
The greatest teacher of all.
Grid reconstitution. You are such trash. Maybe burning stars? They're always after me, Doodle. I feel like we're using abyssal artillery a lot more than burning stars. So let's get that one going. Alright, yeah, and with that, let's just make sure, let's check our combat items. We used 1 of those. Keep 2 of these handy. And then toss the incendiary cocktail in here for now, and that there. In fact, switch these 2 around. No, don't switch these 2 around. Put that there, and then give Baldwin... Well, what do you get, Baldwin? Maybe just the clotting powders for now. All right. Let's get in on this. We're going into the Shroud for science. We want to face the Leviathan and see if we can indeed mitigate the being taken by stacking a stupid amount of movement resist on our characters. Specifically our frontliners. There's the lair. While that's going, we have 110 move resist on Baldwin and 100 on Boudica. So we're going to put them at the front rank. And, okay, the only way we get to the lair is going right to this cache, but we can pick between this first set based on what people want to do. 100% for the question mark. Alright, it's got to be a shambler if everybody's voting for it, right? Ooh, a hospital. Alright, we're only going to get 1, maybe 2 if we get lucky with relics from these tentacle crates. Hey, Blue Mage, welcome to the stream. There's 2. I think we need more than 2. Yeah, 30 is not going to be enough. Oh, and I didn't quite hit that one. All right. So that means we get to get rid of 1 of these. I think it's off guard. So far, we haven't picked up a disease. Oh, we already overwrote hypochondria. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's going to be this. That goes away, and then as much laudanum as we can afford. Okay, so now we're going to piss some people off because we're going hard right. Okay, that was pretty unimpactful. Even just getting rid of that on Al is slightly big. Chicago's looking a little Detroit. Really? Did we need a cultist fight right now? I'm gonna say no. I could have done without a cultist fight right now as a random road battle. Oh, this is our fifth run, Blue. We did 2 runs for science where we went after the new boss. That is, the new boss is the Leviathan. And then after that was done, then we did 2 runs where we actually played for Sirius and beat the game. I think, given that we picked up the crit token, I'm going to Chaotic Offering here so that we can just Burning Stars. We'll see if that's a wise decision. That is why we like the Tempest Leper. Oh, Blue, there's no spoiling. I'm not, I am unconcerned. But yeah, no, I wanted to see all the new content. So we did that thing, which feels real good. We checked the box of beating the new final boss, etc. And now we can, now we can play more for science. Let's see. So I'm going to ransack because this is the one that I want to drop the bomb on with Al. Yep. Sadly, we don't get this kill, so it's still going to do its thing. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Bum, bum, bum. The new music is jaunty also. I don't know if you caught that one. Let's do this. This is a 50-50. We had the combo token, so we could have guaranteed it with Chop, but... Man. Ruining my fun here. I'm just going to go for the 50-50. Yeah. Bummer. And then Purge here is going to be really nice, because that'll get the babies on the front line.
An unavoidable end.
They can't do their stress attacks now. Unfortunately, we need to deploy the Laudanum, because we need to be able to heal up this chip damage. Oh. Didn't need that. Not gonna lie about it. No, in fact, there was basically no balance changes, to my surprise. That they basically didn't change the character classes at all. I think they just decided that everything is just the way it's supposed to be. Which, you know, I can't blame them for taking a break and just letting the game marinate a little bit. But, yeah, I was kind of expecting that we would probably see some tweaks to skills that weren't necessarily working quite the way they wanted them to. But yeah, no, it is this group of work was definitely more limited. So we're about to see it, Blue, but it is named the Leviathan, and it is a big fish. And it is not a very nice fish. We're gonna get ambushed also, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think we can keep our torch up, and in fact, so I wanted to get the Laudanum deployed just because Bonnie's gonna need some spot heals on stress. A cache. This is a pretty nice cache. Increases stacking for Clotting Poultice, Impermeable Poultice, Soothing, and Clarifying. Now stacks up to 4. Okay. That would be nice, Innie, if such a thing existed. What was I looking at here? So, inventory-wise, we still have a little bit of space. All right, I think we're good to press on. Good news? Yes, indeed. So the hypothesis, to cover the hypothesis, so the thing that the boss does, the boss does a few things that are particularly suboptimal. The biggest of which is taking one of your people. Oh, Baldwin, why are you burping? Stop burping, Baldwin. Yeah, it takes one of your people from the front. Feels slightly sirenish in its presentation. But it seems that we resisted it, and we resisted it because of move resist. Oh, elite enemies. How absolutely lovely. If only, Innie, if only. This is a good start for us. Didn't quite get there on either of them, but he's always whetstones the first time, I think. And he will have a second action where he will hopefully die. This guy is going to be a problem.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Now, we didn't get any combo tokens here, but we're also not blinded, so... Oh, that's very... The round 2 fog coming in is really unfortunate. Yeah, the baby's gonna hatch. Yep, here it comes. Oh, it turned into one of those? Is that even allowed? Okay. The blinds, they do nothing. Yeah, the spacemen are all about that blind life. Oh good, we lit the corpse next to it on fire. Nice job, Runaway. Way to rock that one.
A master stroke.
Baldwin's gonna put in some work on this newborn mutation though, that's for sure. Yeah, is all they do Sucker Punch, I think? No, they also have Briny Spray. Okay, our stress is looking good here. I think it's better to get rid of that guy. If he acted, it was going to be very unfortunate. And now we can try and put some work in on Baldwin. Yeah, I'm hoping in the future, Innie, that the gravestones get customized per zone or per mob. I understand why they haven't done that yet, but I believe that is something they did later in early access for Darkest Dungeon 1, and it definitely made a big difference having like a remnant for each baddie. So I look forward to them potentially doing that again.
Let it die.
Okay. I think we're full, so we have to...
The loathing whispers.
And of course, now we're getting good crit stress healing. Now that we're, now that we're not in need. We'll get rid of that. These we want for the lair. How close is the lair? It is the next stop. Please everyone vote to go to the lair. I really don't want to accumulate a ton of stress. Well... Now, oh, I just remembered, I'm pretty sure that the Leviathan shuffles. I think that's the flaw with our plan, unfortunately. Let's see. Well, that and our healing is not going to be good. Put those there, and then I think for these fights, we just go full damage. Here comes the Sacred Pier.
The Church of the Change.
Ooh, I'm the pizza stream? This is good news indeed. That is if anything was an indicator of the positive trajectory of my stream, it is it being associated strongly with pizza. So thank you, Blue Mage, for your kindness. Okay, backline is more important to get rid of. Our front line at least has some resilience. Let's weaken this guy up until we can get him. Really? Round 2 fog? Did we need the vulnerable to come in? Ooh, the question has been posed. So traditional pepperoni for Blue Mage. Oh, that's an interesting one, Innie. I mean, they do have the Infernal Torch, which I realize is slightly different than what you're describing, but these guys don't have that many hit points, right? But we're not hitting very hard either. Okay. Let's work on this guy first, because he's all shuffly and whatnot, which we don't love. Might as well keep ourselves slightly healthy. The fog is lifting. Regroup. I got that backwards. That was the fog is lifting. Regroup. The fog is lifting. Is that the one that it was? I don't remember what the toast was. Oh, I love the blue flame. See, so this is the problem, and I really am very frustrated by this. So Baldwin and Boudica have super high move resist, right? So the only way to move them is by Al deciding to move, which is really annoying. Because Al can still move them. Really? And Leviathan's Breath again? I feel like this is too much Leviathan's Breath.
And carelessness, hallmarks of the unprepared.
We're blinded, so 50-50. Might as well swing for the fences here. The lad has no breath. Has to breathe? Yeah, I guess that's fair. The Leviathan must breathe. It does a lot more than breathing, to be fair. Shoot. This guy going first is a bummer, because it means that now we have the dodge to deal with. Okay, we don't have the dodge to deal with. I was just kidding about that. That was just a joke. Oh, this guy is one of my favorites, Blue. So the Decker is his name, and he is so cool. So freaking cool. He hits you with his buckets of tentacles. What a world to live in, right? Weaken him up.
The slow suffering begins.
Trust the heart of the cards, something something. How is this guy still stealthed? He's attacked like 15 times. Peculiar.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Oh, we're gonna hit him. We're gonna hit him with the ceiling spaghetti. Weaken does good work. See if we can keep it rolling. Ooh. Why didn't I get an unchecked power there? Maybe I never chaotic offeringed? That could be. He's a little one note with his hull break ability.
Let us take a
There's one thing we haven't seen him do, though.
as repulsive as it is.
Oh, they want us to finish it off with burning stars? Oh my gosh. This is a lot of... That was a lot of death's doors right there.
The unrelenting application of violence yields.
Okay, so if we succeed on this one, we get the Hail Draught, we get a Greater's Wolf's Blood, we get the Fisherman's Line, which is really good for mobilizing people with the Fisherman's Net. We get the Sodden Sweater for maximum bleed resist, a little medicine chest, and the Beck and Call for stacking mad bleeds. We might try it out. More likely we're about to die, so get ready for that.
They must be made to see that their monstrous god is mortal.
Now this guy just does this breath every time and you get blinded up and it's really gross. The main thing to note here is this thing seems to get like 15 actions. That's what we learned the hard way. The blind resist hurts. I don't remember if he can be bled. Probably should have checked that before we started. Oh yeah, it was 40 across the board. So I don't want to waste it when I'm blinding. So let's put down the taunt. And then we'll start using the otherworldly fragments next time. So he brings up a hand, and the hand gets 27 actions too. Okay, which we do resist. Okay. We are onto something here. Didn't get the blight on that one. That's unfortunate. So, given that we have so much move resist,
An unavoidable end.
50-50 it? Yeah. Might as well. I mean, we're not going to get rid of the blind any other way. Okay, we got both. That's good. We do need some healing for you at some point, but... Man, not getting the blinds is really hurting. The dots we are rolling right now are shockingly big. But he does a huge AoE every turn, which I don't love. Wouldn't mind the bleed? No, we never get the bleed when we want it. Yeah, he does that all the time, Blue. It's pretty disgusting. So we finish off at 23, 15, and 6. That's pretty good. Let's weaken this up, just so that we're getting hit for less. Look at how many actions this thing gets. Can we, like, take a moment? Just, like, it just keeps going. That's the one thing I find very frustrating. But, And then one of them is a big ol' AoE that it does every freaking time. Okay. We kind of hope that Boudica gets to go, as weird as that sounds. It kind of feels that way, Innie. I'm going to do a bit of healing, which means we are going to take one more round here, but... Oh, I didn't realize that they were all going to be hits from the hand. And the hand was just going to wail on us endlessly. Okay, well... It's still at 33% Death's Door. If I wait and do... We could get one Rid Reconstitution. Let's greed it a little bit here. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, we got it anyways. Okay, so that is, that's the Leviathan fight. And we have figured out one of the mechanics that we can use to make the Leviathan fight work better. So, to review, so that fight is very difficult and remains very difficult. The way that we did that is by stacking 2 ceremonial drums on each of Baldwin and Boudica. So move resist is very important because when the hand was doing its paw attack, it was actually, it would have taken the person in front away from us, which would have, you know, hurt us substantially. Also, the otherworldly fragments were hugely beneficial. So I don't want to underplay their incredible value. But yeah, overall, that was a pretty, like, by the books good fight for us. That's the smoothest that fight has ever gone for us, and I'm pretty psyched about it. So I hadn't noticed that there weren't effects any. So that kind of surprises me. Having the Greater Guild here is really kind of silly. I felt like that was reasonably animated. We don't really want people not to bleed here. That's not particularly useful. For now, I'm going to put this here, and we'll put this over here, I guess. I kind of want the... Actually, I want the max HP on Baldwin, even though right now it doesn't look like it's going to be doing much good. And then the Pulsing Heart never really has a home, I'm sad to say. This is not an Infernal run, I don't think, so we'll get rid of that. And then we've done combat items, so we really... I don't think Ethereal Dust is all that useful to us. Bandages can probably go. That can go. Oh, I just realized we had the 2 trinkets that are identical, except one requires a Dark Impulse. That's pretty humorous. There we go. So I expected that to get the best of us. So I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. And then this is a wash. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's do the road fight second. Oh, we get another Academics Cache. The hand is still picture with a sound effect. The first attack was a camera stare rather than a setup. The sound effects playing during it distracts a bit. Huh. I can't say I've noticed that. But, oh man, no one wants to fight a Shambler? Really? I mean, I want to fight a Shambler. At half hit points.
Of the same stone.
Probably best that the game is protecting us from that. But yeah, we're actually going to have some money to take out a few more negative things. You two, stop fighting. Stop squabbling.
Stumbling and grasping.
Yeah, it's beautiful blue.
They once were.
Really an awesome zone. And so jaunty. So very jaunty.
Bravo.
Okay, because of the speed token, we know that this guy is not going to get an action, which is lovely. Now there is a subtle sound effect that happens when an ordained mob acts, which I think is interesting. We're only getting two stress healing is better than nothing. Let's do that. I think we're going to save. I'm going to hang on to the laudanum for a second here. Okay. Love that we didn't have to deal with them. I kind of miss having her in the 2 spot. We need to swap that back.
A master stroke.
Whoa. That was some spicy something or other. We could be using the laudanum just to keep people off that 3 stress pit point, but we're very close to the end,
In this world,
and I feel like
wealth is
we're going to need the laudanum.
purpose.
What can England do in rank 3? England? Is that another way of saying the runaway? All right, so which of these are particularly problematic? I think Chatterbox is pretty bad. Braggart is very dangerous. Let's get rid of that. Okay, that's good. That's going to be the 2 that we get, and then I'm going to pick up 4 more laudanum. Maybe 8 more laudanum? We'll save a little bit of money, I think. Yeah, I think we save our money. I'm also very excited that we have 100 baubles. We're not as close to the end as I thought we were. I guess I should be careful. No, I don't think so, Innie. It adds a little bit of stress in fights like this, but it's nothing too terrible. Although, did it just add a stress here? Yeah. It happens. But that's okay. I don't think we can't really afford to spend 16 gold to get rid of it. It's a rather minor negative. I'm gonna use a stimulants here, just so that this ceiling spaghetti is extra spicy. I think that was worth it. Oh, blue. That is a very, that's some sweet lore you got there. Wow, just hitting some corpses apparently was good for business there. This thing's dead either way, so fish for the crit. Should have definitely used a laudanum with should have definitely used a laudanum there. I think we still have need for a crit trinket. We should be replacing crit trinkets like that. But I think we have some pretty awful garbage. No, not really. And then I'm always There's no world in which the Fisherman's Line seems interesting to me. It's very cool, the concept of it. But, like, what fights are shuffling and it's, like, really bad for us that they're shuffling? I can't think of one. Is there a hoarder in the back 40? Oh wow, we're still miles away. There were just two belts, two narrowings to the setup. The pit fighter. Wait, does how much is this hurting you in Boudica? Yeah, you're one pip away and now we ruin it. So the pit fighter, him shuffling us hurts, but I don't think it's annoying that he moves around. Oh. Can we talk about the number of these duders we just have to deal with here? This is awful. They are blinded, which is good. But they're gonna do work on us. They're gonna work us over with their dodgy crit-iness. Skull toss, double ghoul, maybe a little bit. Let's see, I think, okay, the other one's going, so I don't think pulling it forward is all that useful. So let's just put some damage in. Get flensed. Get flensed. I guess getting Raucous upgraded for her is probably worth it. The 3 stress heal, she is taking a lot of hits. So until she does Raucous, I'm not going to hit her with a stress heal. And I'll remove that in hopes that our occultist goes early and we can delete them. Oh, that feels good. Goodbye, fishmongers. We barely knew ya. Do need a bit of love for Baldwin here. Oh, okay. Well, he's not dead. Or he's not on death's door. He's 1 point away, which is its own special kind of spicy. But that's what Solemnity is for. A strength token? Thanks. Thanks, Al. Just what we need. So these are the new groupers, Blue. As you can see, they hit like trucks, and they shuffle you, and they stun you, and they're very unpleasant to deal with. Wouldn't even mind it if he got the bleed. Getting a little nervous with how fast they are. Okay, there's something. Seriously, how many times has this guy not critted? Seems like it's been all crits all day. We're gonna defend Baldwin for a second here. I think we still have one more Solemnity in the bank. But this guy is like super speedy. Oh, of course, my favorite. So this is so weird. Boudica can't hit him if we shuffle. So if we ransack forward to hit him, we miss out on the next attack from Boudica. Now, Boudica was winded, so maybe that was suboptimal, but yeah, Howling End is still very strong. But this is what I mean about, like, Boudica isn't great in shuffle comps, because she's really like a 1-2 slot hero.
For all the world to see.
I don't think we need a ceremonial drum anymore. We've done our due diligence with ceremonial drums. We're not going to do another Leviathan. Bit of stress healing here for going to the cache, but then we have to do a cultist fight. It's a little gross. I think our torch is going to thank us for going left here. Hold on, we are full. Our inventory is full and full of garbage, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 1 food, 2 food, so we need 3 food. We need to keep all the food. We're probably beyond playing cards being particularly interesting. 2 books of body tales is too many books of body tales. You can quote me on that one. I wish if we had a jester on this team, the beck and call would be such an easy selection. It would be so strong. It makes me want to like build a bleed team to go after the Leviathan for exactly that reason. We'll cauterize in a second here. I expect they are more than a little watered down. I think that's very true. So we're going to pull her forward. We're not going to pull her forward. Okay. Fair enough. Stun? No? Horror. Okay. Okay. We're not going to try and pull her again. That went poorly last time. We're just going to try and delete them. Now this will propagate hopefully forward and get resisted. Come on, game. Cut me a little slack here. I'm not going to bank on getting the stress heal, so I'm just going to do that.
Sanity returns.
And then even though this is only for the stress heal, I think it's still worth it. Now again, same problem we had before. If we had moved Bonnie forward with Ransack, we lose the ability for Boudica. I don't know how to handle that. That's very awkward. This party comp has, like, this is why the Runaway I find to be such a challenging character to play with. For exactly that reason. Because it seems so difficult to make her work in the 3 slot. She's so limited. I'm not that attached to that item. I don't want it to go again. A guest hero? Sailor Moon? I think that would, that might clash a bit. Whoa. Dead Ringer? On a random fight? Wow. That's pretty nice. I think I'm going to put it on Bonnie. Get some front row stuns, potentially. Probably do that. The 2% crit is not going to move the needle for us. Surgeon's Directory versus Medical Chest. Bandage, Anti-Venom, and Burn Salve. Meh. And then Smelling Salts can go. That certainly sounds interesting, Blue. Certainly sounds interesting. Okay, everyone wants to fight but Baldwin. Baldwin, do you have anyone who can take... Yeah, you and Al could take a hit. Or you and... we'll let you and Al take a hit. Well, you and Boudica... Giving them a vulnerable versus us getting a stealth. I think us getting a stealth is a bad one.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Alright, so if you asked me at the start of this run if I thought we were gonna have a good outcome, I think I would have said no. But right now, things seem to be going pretty well.
A slow dissection.
Dead Ringer should have procced there, and they should all become stunned, though. That's the only thing that I will complain about. Oh, you done messed up by not going stealth, my friend. 50-50? Sure. There was no point in doing it, but... Death Blow turn 1? Yeah, I mean, that's the way that it felt when we first started this run out. The beginning of this run was very rocky. This team has taken a while to get going, and we're still very mastery starved. Oh my gosh, another one of those gilded mines. Am I gonna double down? I think I am. I think it's better than the guarding gauntlets. I think the sodden sweater just goes. I'm sorry. Greater Wolf's Head is not that interesting. There's a world in which I might use a Dark Impulse, so I'm not going to get rid of it. So we have 2, 1. This is the good stuff, so we'll get rid of that. And the tooltip won't go away. What are we rocking here? We can put one of those there. We can put more laudanum now. We'll put that in there. New stack of laudanum. There we go. Now we have space. No, I would not say they're trashed here. Their value is unquestionably in comps like this. This is slightly... Holy Beads is slightly better than Speed Bag. But the playing cards we've really outgrown. So Gilded Mines are good if you don't have stress healing and you're just trying to minimize incoming stress, which is what we're trying to do right now, because we don't really have a way to get rid of stress. So that's the thought. Let's see. For this fight, I think we just knock off this and go from there. 75% of the time, every time. Okay. No guarantees on... Whoa, the stun. Dead Ringer coming in big. Whew. You don't see that one every day. And you love to see that every time. Yes, I have Late Night Funk. I just killed it. Probably the cleanest Leviathan I've ever had. The reason for the cleanness of the fight is I stacked 2 ceremonial war drums on both of my frontliners, so you can see my Baldwin's move resist is at 110, and also Boudica is at 100. So the grab ability that pulls someone away. Well, so I mean, you can go back. It's in the VOD, Late Night, and there's also, I've killed it twice now, so there's another VOD from a previous day as well that you could check out. But yeah, absolutely. The strat is in there, and it was very successful. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make a bit of a guide video on the Leviathan, just because I think that there are a lot of people very curious about it, and we have come up with some really good strats that have worked very well. Like, after those first 2 losses to the Leviathan, we've had some pretty clean kills. Let's see, I think purging forward is good here. Or actually, wait, no, we hit it better in the back, don't we? So let's weaken it up. I kind of dig the idea, though, of people like, yeah, blue. We were very, very strong. We rocked it pretty well. This is insane. No, I think I purged because I think Boom didn't used to hit everyone. Oh man, are we gonna lose? I just realized we may be in a lot of danger here if this blind doesn't work. So that's what I thought. Boom doesn't always hit everyone. It's a good hit. Please heal yourself for not 0. That would be lovely. We really need to kind of like... I'm going to get in there for Howling End now that we're up front. So close. Okay, this is good. Oh, thank you. Was that a... How did I miss that? But blue, that is a fantastic thing to know. Another dead ringer. Wow, this is a weird one. Oh, Cat Spoons. Absolutely. Cat Spoons knows what's up for sure. I think we put True Entropy somewhere else. Maybe put True Entropy here. Because I think Dead Ringer is a money thing to have on Al. Yeah, maybe that's maybe I'll take the footage of today's kill and just put a little video together tonight for a how-to on the Lurker.
Desperate and wanting. Will you rebuff their earnest pleas?
Okay, so that gets you up to friendly. How are you and Al doing? You and Al are good. You and Al are good. So these don't really matter, and we're only getting 15 either way. So.
While the heart still beats, desire will never die.
I do like the stimulating poultice. Speed is good. Let's see. We need to get rid of something. Pulsating Heart just isn't getting used. It's not part of my master plan. Alright, our packs are getting a little laden with loot. Although we're pretty high on supplies also, so don't know what to make of that. So we can pick up a quirk and get 30 torch. We can spend money. Let's get a mixed quirk. I don't really care what quirks Baldwin's gets. Bum leg is probably not great. And then I think we already have better food. We have enough torch. So of these, the most likely one to give us mastery is the resistance encounter, so that's the one we're going to pick.
Pillaging brigands, enriching themselves as the world collapses.
Watch Netflix in the Wainwright. Sounds like the safest thing to do. Let's see. I don't think they move that far back, so I'm gonna bleed this guy up. Like I think this guy will retreat, but only retreat one potentially. Murder hobos. Is there any other kind of hobos? Blue, that's the question. Oh, he moves back too. That's very unfortunate. Well, one less ordained boy. Always lights the corpse on fire. I tell you what. It's very consistent. I expect the shooter is all good. So I'm just going to put some damage in here and let the ceiling spaghetti find its mark. Hey, Annie, we just killed the Leviathan for a second time. That was the big noteworthy thing. And then someone came by and asked me if I had killed the Leviathan yet, and I said yes, I had already killed it, and then I think they left. Because there was nothing to learn. But it's inspired me to make a video tonight on it, so we got that going for us. And yeah, we have a really weird run. Trying to make the Berserker work. Berserker, say that 10 times fast. Berserker work, Berserker work. I would not describe it as working super well, but this team is persevering at all odds, or against all odds, so we got that going for us. Oh, and the Dead Ringer procs. So Annie, the big thing that we found out this time around is wait. Oh yeah, check out our move resist on Boudica, 100, and then it was 110 on Baldwin before he picked up bum leg. That was the key to our success. We do indeed resist being taken if we have move resist. We haven't tested out like the thresholds quite yet, but yes, it seems very good for business. Having a bit of move resist is part of the counter. You need your front two characters to have enough move resist to counter that first attack that the hand does, and then it's a lot smoother sailing. I think I might have overdone it, is the one thing that I will say. I think it would have been smart for me to put one war drum on each person rather than two on the front two. Guarding Gauntlet just doesn't have a space with us, unfortunately. But that being said, it worked shockingly well. And we picked up the Beck and Call trophy, which I feel like has a really strong anti-synergy with the occultist. I don't want to lose money to run away, but I also don't want to damage these two relationships. I think I will. I wonder how much that hit for. I assume it was 3 pips. Two pips. Okay, that's manageable. You are a savant, for sure. GG, Annie. That's awesome. Have you made it to the end boss yet? Now, pulling this guy forward. Oh, move resist. They're not allowed to have move resist. I would seriously doubt that, Annie. You are way too good for that, for any type of luck to be involved. I think it would be more of a detriment for us than a benefit to have double bleed received. Of course. Always round 2 when I'm trying to take out one of these guys. Whoa. Are you serious? He can turn into a captain? A captain with plus 25% damage? Wow. That's about as uncool as they get. Maybe not Annie, but I have a great deal of confidence in your ability, to be sure. Casual 50 crit from the Tempest Leper ain't nothing to sneeze at. That was through so many dodges. Can we talk about the fact that our occultist had like 47 dodges and it's still like, you know. You pushed a little too hard. You flew a little too close to the sun. It happens to the best of us, Annie. Okay, so we really need to... Okay, that's beautiful. Now, we're just going to get rid of this guy, and then we're going to purge on here, which will protect our occultist. Hitting with foam fingers.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
We're gonna try to stall this out a little bit. Dead Ringer is helping. No bleed means we're kind of done here, I think. All right. Tempest is doing some work. We have yet to find any trinket that will... Oh, that's nice. Wouldn't mind putting that on Boudica just to guarantee. She's doing a lot of bleeding. I think that landing her bleeds is far more important than a minor damage token trinket. So we can go with that, and then get rid of those, and then what is our Wainwright? What is our... We're already sitting on 2 jumbo trunks, or 2 trunks. We're not getting a third, so let's press forward. But yeah, it's surprising how, like, you know, knock on wood here, but this this run has taken a turn for being a little more stable than it was before. It was very touch and go at the beginning. I am doing the bleed build Boudica. And not without some success. But we don't have a great way to protect her, so we're just kind of like we're just kind of bumbling around, if I'm gonna be honest. And oh, by the way, we also have the warlock leper. We got like all of the things that we talked about in that first post. Except I think you were talking about a sergeant man-at-arms, not a Tempest leper. Go figure. The fog is so annoying. This is a weird team. Oh, that's the other thing, Annie. It's not quite exactly this, but we did hit random, and then we only swapped one character. So we hit random, and originally in this slot we got a grave robber, and we swapped it to the runaway because, among other things, I haven't played a runaway in a while, and it felt like it would be interesting, and it seemed like it had some good synergy with the occultist. But yeah, otherwise this was a totally randomly generated party, which I think is something I'll be doing more. I'm going to be doing more and more of the let's roll the dice on random parties and see if we can make it work, because I think it's very it's fun to have that kind of like extra challenge.
Another impediment cleared with impunity.
We'll do it just for the money. I don't know what we're looking for. Ooh, this is a nasty comp. I think I prioritize getting rid of the fishmonger more than anything else. I don't like that this guy is ordained, though. That's a little scary. Oh, you move backwards? Why does this guy get 2 actions? Can we talk about that? So once I push, so there's a random button, and once I push the random button, then it's a free for all. Like, I'll reorganize, kind of like build that party as best I can to do the work. Oh, come on. 20 hit through a blind? Lame. Let's see. I think we just drop a giant hit on this guy. He has a ton of hit points. Holy cow, 64? Okay, this guy's going to mutate. Is there any way that we can stop that? No. I think I'm going to do this because I think that the weaken will take off, yeah, take off the strength. Because we knew that that crit was coming in. Yeah. Oh, I love Dead Ringer, though. And the fact that we got that lucky with the fishmonger was quite surprising. Oh yeah, blue. Yes, the back one is like a crib made of tentacles. It's rather horrifying. That's all I will say on that one. Can we get another unchecked power? No, no dice.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
Oh, we get a nice cauterize opportunity here if we don't kill it right away. What was I saying about killing it right away? Let's see. Bleed resist, a damage trinket. This doesn't look worth it. I don't need it.
An unexpected find.
And now we have to make the most difficult decisions of all. How do we get all of this loot out? So we got 2 stale bread. We'll just buy 1. So now we're at 3 of 4 on food. I'm about to give up on the Dark Impulse. Yeah, I think I just did give up on the Dark Impulse. And then Stealth is not going to do us that much good. And the Ethereal Dust is not that interesting. All right, here we go. Let's pull the stagecoach in. Then we have 1 more region. And then we get our second look at the lungs in all of their glory. Hopefully. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but But so far, we've stabilized this run quite nicely.
The place is a little worse for wear.
Sanguine on Bonnie. Holy cow. S tier. That is, if there is one perk that is the best perk, it is Sanguine. Bonnie's not really the person we want it on, but...
Spend what you can.
Okay.
The wealth no longer
Ooh,
has
ooh,
meaning.
ooh, ooh. The leather strop.
Indeed it ever did.
We've wanted the leather strop for a while now. Yeah, I kind of want to play with that with Boudica. Interesting. We can certainly afford to buy one. It's really good for longer fights. What would she be giving up? Yeah, we can do that. And I think that's cool to check that out. Much as I like the Gilded Mind. Now, let's see. Let's do in items. Baldwin continues to get the really good stuff. Al gets the second level of good stuff, and then stale bread for everybody else, I guess. This I might save for the final fight. 2.5 kilos. I don't think this one had any stun action that happened associated with it, so I'm going to save up those. Now, we don't need these trinkets. Brilliant Brew. Would have loved a Laden Lantern, to be sure. But it looks like that's just not in the cards. We're not going flapjacks. We do have a lot of candles and chocolate on offer here. Do we have any relationships that still need a little kick in the pants? No, we're perfect. So let's do mastery. We still have a staggering number of things that need upgrading. We use Dragonfly all the time, and Firefly. Both of those getting upgraded is huge. Burning Stars would be an ambitious upgrade. I think Howling End needs to get bumped, and then if we're gonna do that, Toe to Toe also really needs some love. And then one of the things I love about Baldwin is how little you need to upgrade him for him to do crazy work. So Rid versus Burning Stars. Rid is the safe one, Burning Stars is the fun one. We'll get the fun one next. Cobra Commando? Yeah, fine. Anyone else want to rename one? We can't quite get there. Cobra Command. It may be your first one, you never know. And then I guess I'm going to save all this. Where are we going next?
Your coach must be maintained.
Okay, do we want to use the beck and call? Jeez. This is a tough call. Maybe we just put it on right before the mountain. But the bleeds are so scary.
Every road a winding torrent.
Okay, so
Every turn.
fight no more than 3 road battles just isn't going to happen. More resistance encounters. We'll do the sprawl.
Another nameless city. Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
Another inferno of mutilation and madness. Now, I want to use this. Hopefully it is not our undoing.
Our reputation.
But I'm going to give it a go. Because I think even though we're only putting bleeds here... Wait a second. Can we... Is it Ananemesis? No, wait. It's... So Malediction is ranged target. Target when damaged. Yeah, that's not... And we have to be too far forward to use Ananemesis, unfortunately. So we just don't really have a way to get any more bleeds on the team. It's just going to be Boudica, but she's doing work. All right. Let's get this party underway. It also means that the Caltrops and the Scrap Grenade are very good, and we should save them for the final boss, too. Although the final boss, you can only bleed the middle segment. The lung segments were not dotable. Oh, let's go nonetheless. Hot on the heels of killing the Leviathan, it is time to head into the Sprawl and maybe do a creature den, maybe kill the Librarian. Who knows what we might get up to. We have the Leviathan's trophy on the back of things. I don't believe there are a lot of things that give bleed here, and we have the ultimate answer to bleed, which is formerly Bonnie, now Cobra Command. So if we want... That's an oasis. Where's the... There's the library. Okay, we can't miss the lair. So... we got... So all the question marks are over here. So I'm going to kind of go left, even though it feels a little one note. Oh my gosh. Everybody wants to go to the right? I can get back over to the question marks. Fine. I'll go to the right. With this team and the lack of stress healing, it's better not to open a region by just taking 4 stress damage, or in this case 3. We'll leave Baldwin to take the stress damage himself. We haven't seen all of the... Okay, so this is the help us one. We might as well take food here. Like, because we're already full on that. The griddle arrives. I specifically said we weren't going to have flapjacks, and now the game is taunting us with flapjacks. But our relationships are very happy, so we got that going for us. The Immolatist. Does she have high move resist? No. Let's yank her forward. Trying to think what the play here is. I'm gonna... This is probably not the play, but... So the idea here is this bleed should be the scariest thing we've ever seen in the entire game. For a single application, 6 for 4 turns is pretty spicy. Canadian maple syrup for the flapjacks. Annie, is that where you hail from? Are you from the Great North? Okay, Baldwin can take it. And now, my plan comes to fruition. Wahaha! Take that, annoying lady. We do take the riposte, but that's not the end of the world. And then... Ah, Sam is also rockin' Canadian. Hey, Richard. It looks dead last night. We did manage to down it, which felt very good. But you'll see it pretty soon if you hang around for a few more minutes. It is insane looking. The visuals on it are crazy. And the amount of work that this bleed is doing is kind of ridiculous.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
But now we took a big bleed there as well. Let's take a hit because we're gonna cauterize it. And we'll probably regen this, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll probably Solemnity here too if this guy survives long enough. How big is the wagon? You're asking dangerous questions. Yeah, 24 on a non-crit is kind of sweet. But let's use Solemnity just to keep our stress under control, since I don't think this guy poses too much of a threat. Ah, revenge is ours. Honestly, fire is a little bit dangerous for us.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
Wait, which ones are these? Yeah, that's the bleed ones. You know, we might want to be smart and occasionally take some bleed resist stuff. We will be taking a little bit of bleedery, as it were. We also don't have a great answer for poison if we end up getting double spiders again.
We must understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
The head of the Leviathan looked rather... Like, to me, the Leviathan looks like he's just, like, standing at the bottom of the bay with his head just poking out. And then he, like, puts up a hand and starts smacking you with it. Okay, so I want to get over here so that I can see what the question marks are, so... A Hoarder's good, though. We're still sitting on a lot of baubles. I would pick up a sweet trinket or two. Laden Lantern would be a very welcome addition. All right, what do we have here? Looks like a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, nothing. We'll pick up those, and then he does have some laudanum. So we'll grab that, and then I think that's it for us. We could pick up the greater heat shield, which would help us a lot with the librarian fight. But I don't think it's that. Well, we're gonna have a really hard time with the librarian fight, honestly. We may not do it. I think we would be fine, but like we have a particularly bad comp because we have Cobra Command, who is not going to be able to put any damage on. Ooh, an antiquarian fight.
She had a sliver of decency. Now only greed.
An antiquarian fight. We haven't had an antiquarian fight in like a minute. Luckily, it's not an ordained antiquarian, but the dodge is going to be slightly annoying. Yeah, missing that was unfortunate, but not a lot we could do. We got the one that mattered. That's good. Oh, this does come with a lot of bleeds, doesn't it? This is tiny hit, right? Yeah. Let's remove his stuff. We're gonna have to be careful with our cauterizes, I think. Because yeah, oh my gosh, look at that 12 points of bleed. Holy cow. That's scary. This fight is definitely a dangerous one if you're sitting on a lot of bleed. Huh. Or if you're susceptible to bleed thanks to the trophy. Very interesting dynamic. Murder hobos. Always the murder hobos, right? Okay, you're extremely dead. You're being guarded by him, I think. Yeah, so let's get that off. Switched it up. All right.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
The Antiquarian is a very annoying fight. Now, yeah, I want the mark here. So even though it removes the corpse, which is slightly suboptimal for us, I think that's the way to take this. The Harvest Child, is that the one you're talking about?
Take heart and do not relent. Mistimed, misdirected.
The amount of dodge that the Antiquarian has stacked up is too darn high. Like, seriously, we're just gonna sit here for like a week trying to kill this Antiquarian while it sits here probably festering vaporsing us endlessly. Actually, I want to check. I feel like I haven't looked at the Antiquarian in a while. Okay, we've seen everything the Antiquarian can do. And festering vapors it can only do from the back ranks. That's good. Okay. We like that. Alright, you're dead now. Nobody can survive a bleed from Boudica. Well, we get to drop burning stars on him. You'll love to see it. Another burning stars. 2 burning stars in a row. I think that's fitting for an Antiquarian. The traitorous cur. I'm trying to remember if milk-soaked linen is useful in the final fight. I don't remember if one of its moves was a blinding move. No doubt, Innie. No doubt. The Antiquarian turned on her brethren. Everybody agrees on what we're gonna do. It's just a matter of I don't need anything from them. Let's just take the torch, keep it real up there. I do think that I've left the loathing quite a bit above where it probably should be. Full ordained crew here. So let's see, 4 and 4. That guy deciding not to stealth is kind of unfortunate. Stun? No stun. No stun. Nice. I never played much of the Butcher's Circus myself, which was the PvP expansion for Darkest Dungeon 1. You're already roasted, right? Yeah. Let's just do the 50-50 on that one. When the leopard gets speed, you know you're in trouble. $12 for 4 turns. That's gonna be fun against the boss. I just never got into it, Blue. Largely, I was playing a lot of modded Darkest Dungeon at that point. Like, I played Pitch Black Dungeon mod and a few other things. So I never really got into the kind of, like, metagame, because as I recall, basically all of the characters changed quite radically for the Butcher's Circus, right? Their PvP abilities were quite different than their PvE abilities. player versus player versus player versus environment, which in turn meant that
Such a view is matched only by its unsettling awfulness.
interesting. Okay, so we did not find the creature den, which is unfortunate. This is going to be probably the lowest mastery run I think I've ever done. Like we still have essential skills that are not updated.
As far as the eye can see.
Less ordain on this round of things. You love to see it. All right, let's see. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think we just delete that guy.
Results are encouraging.
Oh, that crit was extremely unnecessary. Yeah, so I think we're just going to be relying on insane bleed to carry us through the final fight. I want the ablative powder. I kind of feel like... Well, actually, we probably don't have any food either, do we? Let's see. What are we... So I'm still thinking about going to the librarian. A few ablative powder makes me more bullish on our chances. Because once we get into slot 3, we're gonna do work. We're gonna work the librarian over. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. If we get the crit trinket, though, we're not using it. I'm committed to finishing this fight up with the Leviathan trophy. I want to see what that looks like. Oh, we just lost a slime mold. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, we need to keep those slime molds, I think. Let's just make sure we're not sitting on any damage trinkets. Nope. I think the gnarly knuckles are, unfortunately, not something that we can afford to equip. They were probably better than the trinket that Baldwin is rocking, the true entropy, but it's just that's just such a fun trinket. Wait, where did that thing that I don't care about go? It was that and that. There we go. I like how many smoke bombs we're sitting on though. Okay, one last chance for something. Let's do it for science. Book of Amorous Ballads, the armor repair kit, and the speed bag are good. We're not going to risk... all of our relationships are good. We don't need to risk that. So slime mold is good now, Blue. So we don't throw it away anymore, which is weird to me. Let's see, we might put the Greater Gilded Mind on things.
This is no place for decent folk.
And I do want to swap in. We're sitting pretty on money.
Desperate and wanting. Will you rebuff their earnest pleas?
We could afford to take a hit on Torch, right? We'd probably get ambushed if we did, and I would rather... Yeah, I'd rather not at this stage of the game. I don't think we have much to gain from getting ambushed. Yes, it is good, but it is not great, Annie. That's a good clarification. It's still the worst food, and it's still pretty awful. But Another antiquarian.
Once she had a sliver of decency. Now only greed.
Ugh, this is annoying. Antiquarian fights are always annoying, but this one is extra annoying because of lots of bleeders here. Oh my gosh. Actually, this fight is super scary. I take it back. I was thinking it was a little scary. It's a lot scary. Because they're going to have so much dodge. Leper's going to take you out, I think. So I think we roll the dice on this one. Great. That bleed is big for us.
Unavoidable end.
Okay, good enough. We didn't put up a dodge, which is slightly worrisome. The ordainment is what caused that that fire. Oh, you were... Oh, it was dodgy. Damn. That's bad news. We're going to put the mark up there. That's exactly what I didn't want to see. Holy cow. Slightly scary. This is a lot of dots for us to be dealing with, especially when the bleeds are coming in twofer. But that crit token was very very nice. Alright, so we do Demon Pull, and then we don't have to worry about Festering Vapors anymore, but we might get one more Festering Vapors off of this guy once he's sitting in the back all alone. Yep. I knew he was going to do it as soon as... Ugh, that's so frustrating. We need to get rid of the corpses, because if we take one more Festering Vapor, I think it's all over for us.
Miscalculation, perhaps. A miscalculation, perhaps.
It's not a miscalculation. Stop that, Wayne. I'm doing what I gotta do.
A little help.
That's a good get right there.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
We're gonna toe-to-toe anyways, so it's so it's okay, but the dots are insane right now. Yikes. Well, at least we get the crit. And the bleed. We are out of those. You can't use Ransack or Cauterize from slot 4. That feels pretty terrible. I need to... Yeah, we just have to do this, which feels awful. But I don't think we have another option. And then I don't think we can actually wait for stress healing right now. I'm too worried about what the Antiquarian is going to do here. Okay. I'd rather have the cauterize. We're getting tore up by this antiquarian. I probably need to put adrenaline rush. Oh, limit usage limit exceeded. Oh god. This is awful. Ordained antiquarian is absolutely terrifying. One off. The one critical, no bleed, but holy cow, this is insane. Can we get like a couple heals from all of our wonderful relationships, please? Stop that. Stop that with your nervous stabbing. Okay. Ooh, that was awful. That was the scariest fight I think we've had in a while.
Down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Yowza. Cleansing clasp would have come in handy for that fight. Won't for any others. Right, now we're immediately going into the librarian. I may reconsider slightly. We may be able to bring it back, but this is a very quick into the library. Messy, mistimed, miscalculated, but effective. Seems fair. So sturdy enemies.
Remains of philosophy, reason, and insight.
Should have put adrenaline rush on her.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
I feel like I need to do healing here, not not anything else, because it's just going to take us a long time. Oh my gosh, the gaunts are hitting so hard. The ordained gaunts. Oh, and this guy moves out of the way, so now I don't even get the guaranteed hit. That's very frustrating. I can't get any healing off. This is insane. We knew this team wasn't good at healing, but just so this guy doesn't sneak up on us. I mean, he is sneaking currently, but doesn't sneak up anymore. Ugh. The blight. Why is it always the blight?
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Alright, that helps. Okay, we get the bleed. That's alright. We don't mind the bleed. That means we can cauterize.
Excellent work.
Okay, so the crit is 36 bleed damage. That's pretty outstanding. Friendship is not always easy to come by. Do this for the stress heal. Wait, do we have Solemnity currently up? Oh, we don't. It's very disappointing. Holy cow. Look at how much blight that applied. That's actually kind of insane.
A little help impeccably timed.
So this thing dies no matter what. so we might as well just finish it off that way. We're significantly better off than we were, but we still need to do a bit more regrouping, and this fight needs to be a little kind to us, I think.
Well done.
Fire in the fire enemy zone. It's not super recommended.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Oh, stretch. Thank you for the follow-up, Boudica. Much appreciated. And then 4 for 4 turns. I think we get this guy so he doesn't give us a hit. And then Boudica will have no problem putting this guy in the ground. That's a heal? That is a heal. All right. The game is telling us that it wants us to fight. Hellion only rank 1 plus 25% damage. That's not going to come in handy. Yep. We're doing this strictly for the lulz.
He teeters madly upon his ladder, reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
Let me think about this for a second. I think we just start chipping away with Abyssal. Oh, the stun. The stun. I think we save the crit token. The books don't bleed. Don't be fooled. Oh, it is scary when you get close to the end, Annie. Our strategy right now, though, very much hinges on him getting a little closer. Because right now, we are very ineffective at doing damage to him. So we're just gonna stab these books while we wait for him to show up. We're not gonna light him on fire, but I'm kind of wondering if Chaotic Offering is worth doing. Uh-oh. I think that's gonna get destroyed now. Yeah, that was a bad breakpoint. So we're gonna take one of the bad hits here. Good shuffle, not a bad shuffle. Okay, it's not terrible. But we need to get Boudica doing work here. So
A slow suffering begins.
Boudica's hit isn't going to be that hard, so I don't think a strength is useful there. So let's just do a strength here. 11 was pretty underwhelming. We don't care too much about this. It's not gonna. This is the moneymaker right here. Let's get that going too. Oh, 36 damage from that bleed. Now we're gonna take a few uncontrolled hits, which is unfortunate because we wanted Baldwin taking all our hits. Alright, the blind worked on the thing that it needed to. That's good. I mean, that's their signature move, Annie. It's all about the Rid reconstitution. Minerals. Alright, so 12 for 4 turns feels pretty good. I don't think we're going to have any bleeds to speak of, so I'm just going to keep doing damage here. I think this is happening fast enough that I'm in a solemnity so that our stress is under control. Yeah. Okay. It was a clean fight. We're going to throw away almost everything from it, but...
Let it die.
Yeah, we don't care about the Hellions grog. As nice... well, we have to take it and then throw stuff away. Yeah, I know, Annie. I know. I agree. Okay, ablative powders went away. Laudanum can go in there. We did use up 2 smoke grenades, which I'm not super thrilled about. Now we'll put that there, I think. That can go away. We have not enough food. Okay. Don't care. Don't care, don't care. Sadly, don't care. Don't care, don't care. We'll keep that, but we're not gonna... We're not a crit build. We're not going to use the complete catalog. As much fun as it is, we've used it many times before. We're going for the Leviathan trophy for this run. Yeah, unfortunately, even after you kill the one of the lung sacks, phrasing on that is weird. The lung doesn't shift forward, I don't believe. So that's without a laden lantern. She just landed those. Blue, you get the Leviathan trophy from killing the Leviathan.
A brilliant conclusion.
Which you do by going to the shroud. Whip boyos indeed. Do not move my occultist. You moved my occultist, I can already tell. And you moved my occultist in the most annoying way possible. That's so frustrating. So the occultist being here means we can't cauterize this wound, which is not good for business. At least not until the occultist next turn. Because, obviously... If we move the runaway forward, the runaway would move to here, which is not what we need in our lives. Are we still doing phrasing? I find it weird that so many things about the Infernal Taskmaster are so annoying. 4 and 3, you're already dead. I would very much like the cauterize. But it's going to require quite a confluence of things. Yep, not going to happen. So, might as well just finish it off.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
This fight's going to be a little awful, I suspect. Ugh. Those bleeds are insane though, for sure. I'll take a hit there. That was more of a hit than I expected to take. Taking 10. We have a cauterize here, so I'm not that worried about it. I think this guy just not existing is going to be good for business. Get rid of the bleeds before they get too inconvenient. Too much dodge on this stilts, man. So this guy's already moved past the corpse, so we're going to yank her forward and hope that this pushes this guy back. I'm going in on her. I don't want her to have another turn. But we do need to get to work on this guy, because he's full health and still has the inconvenient block token, but we'll get rid of it that way. That's a phrase and a half. Gee, that was some nice manslaughter. Phrasing. Phrasing, phrasing, phrasing. Oh, he saw a riposte up? I didn't even notice that. Okay. 1 point off lethal there. Not anymore, but was. Then we sure better hope that we can get this thing dead.
A little help, impeccably timed.
I'm not sure what the game would have to offer me to do this cultist fight. Fire resist trinket is definitely not it.
Recalculating one's odds is never a wasted endeavor.
Spore grenade is not that interesting. Yeah, we might use it somewhere. I like the occultist. I think if you're trying to use Rid Reconstitution to heal your party, you're probably doing it wrong. But other than that, I think they are a crazy damage dealer. They pump insane numbers, Sealing Spaghetti notwithstanding. All right, well, we've made it to the mountain once more. The ordained cultists at the end are very painful now. So
rest now for a time.
Selfish, clutch hitter, and amateur weaponsmith. Those are all good. Now we picked up a little bit of mastery, but not much. What do you have for sale here? Just stale bread. We will pick up 2 stale bread. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then crit. Actually, crit's going to be, I think, here. Who do we want to go fast? Probably Boudica. What else? What else is on offer in here? The Hag's Horde is a is an upgrade, as is the Snappy Swig. Snappy Swig is probably better. We could use the Enlightened Element to guarantee crits on... Oh, we'll pick up this. We have 164. So we can pick up a 60 and 100. That's nice. I think it's a Snappy Swig for sure. And then what's our 60 gonna be? Probably the Hag's Hoard. We can find someone other than Baldwin for the Snappy Swig. It's just good. Yeah, we'll put that there. The Gilded Mines are not, well, maybe they're very important for this fight, but we're not gonna play it that way. Solemnity is good. Burning Stars is good. I kind of think Hue might be important. So that we can hit the middle guy plus. Controlled Burn seems strong for this fight too. It's already leveled up. Deals 75 damage. 75, and then... I think Backdraft is very strong for hitting the back line here. But we need Bonnie in slot 2, which I think we can do. But I think Backdraft is actually, like, pretty S tier. And then... maybe Withstand? Alright, what is our... or does our Occultist need anything? Chaotic Offering for doing less damage to us, I think, is probably good. Okay, let's see what else we can pick up here. Buy the miniature figurine, buy the stimulants potions. Whatever. We didn't have a lot of issues. The Clotting Poultice, I think, is good. We can just buy everything, though. So we're going to buy it all. We apparently didn't use Slime Mold because we were going to be floating a bunch of money anyways. Get rid of some negative tokens, potentially. Alright. Let's do in items. So, who do we want critting? Probably Boudica. Then stuns. We'll put there and there. Clotting Poultice we'll put here. Death's Door we'll put there. Okay. The Caltrops are not very good. The Scrap Grenade is 6 bleed, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, let's get down to it. So Annie, here's what I'm thinking. From the lung fight, we're going to be putting a ton of fire on the middle thing, and we're going to want to hit the backliner when it does the inhale and its breath is on the back. So what I'm thinking is Backdraft may be a really good way to hit the back line with a big targeted attack. But just thinking out loud, we will see. We're headed into the mountain for our second attempt. Well, second attempt at the Lungs of Resentment. I forget what their name is, but we'll check it this time so that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I stop talking without knowing. It's been an interesting run. We randomed the whole crew, and then we swapped in Bonnie for a grave robber just to make things a bit more interesting. I would rather them have blind, even if it gets resisted. I don't love that harms our relationship, but... So the burn will only be on the one in the middle, is my thinking, Annie. Now, unfortunately, we don't have... I hate that they're adorned for this. It's so, ugh, so gross. I don't like using that with the blind, but I don't think we didn't have another option.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
Okay, we got good things going on there. Would have loved to have hit them, but... Okay, blind worked. Okay, there's going to be one wild card here. Oh, wow.
A brilliant conclusion.
I don't think the stuns prevent them from doing their worship heal, unfortunately. I want the vulnerable for the leper, I think. $47 non-crit feels pretty good. Is it 2? So it's for 1 to 2. I think we ransack in hopes that we get the death blow. Nice. All right, that was good. I would describe that as good. This cherub is guaranteed gonna crit us. Oh wow, no crit. The unchecked power proc into the double stun was kind of disgusting for that fight.
Gone. Let it die.
Let's see, what did we use there? We used a smoke bomb, right? And then Baldwin was rocking laudanum, so we'll do that. And then we really should use up some of these because we're not going to be able to take them with us. The caltrops, I think I am going to use just to see if we can take some dodge off. But we have a lot of garbage to throw away before we get to the lungs. Of all of these, I'll take the dodge, I guess. 50-point hit. Ooh. Love seeing that crit token. Love seeing both those crit tokens, honestly. Very sad. Saddened by the operation order here. Baldwin going so early is a little weird to me. Of course. Ugh. Yawning... Oh, Entropic Star, not Yawning Void. Lovely. Okay. Still hits for 19. I think we just do it. We weren't going to get much better than that, I don't think. We're not taking the caltrops into the final boss, so I might as well do that. We're spreading damage, but no blind.
In crisis,
For next turn, I'm going to want a big hit there. Okay, we have a full turn here to put in work.
lethality writ large.
I'm going to leave the Cardinal up here for the Leper, I think. Oh, this guy was ranged. Dang. That was a bit of a misplay. Didn't get there? Really? One off lethal. One off lethal. Give me the fire. Give me the fire. Oh, we had the bleed. So, we, okay. Minus 50 to melee right now. We'll probably still be able to power through. We're going to have a very hard time getting a heal on Baldwin. And we're not going to get to Solemnity, so this is kind of like a worst case scenario. But we just have to finish the fight and accept that we're going to be a little light on hit points going into the final fight.
The loathing whispers.
Okay, so for the final fight, Boudica unquestionably gets the scrap grenade because these are going to make the scrap grenade absolutely bananas. I think we might as well do that because I don't think we have better things. We'll put this here, and then what do we put as our final item? I think just more damage. No, the heal probably. We're very lacking healing going into this fight, but I think we've done the best that we can. So here goes nothing. Back to the lungs we go. Actually, wait, hold on. We were going to switch up some skills. I think Backdraft is interesting here. I don't think Ransack is potentially useful. Dragonfly to move back. Where do we want to live? So I think I want to be using Controlled Burn on this one. And Backdraft. And we're going to put you in slot 3 and Boudica in slot 2. Boudica's going to be in slot 2. She's just going to be if it bleeding, and then that's fine. Okay, and then you're going to be in slot 4. And I think this is all good. And then you... We are going to put Hugh on your bar. Alright. Now I think we are ready. Heal up, people. Get some heals.
The Colliginous Cathedral, malign temple of the Iron Crown.
The trachea of death. Well, we're trying something new, Annie, but I suspect this may be good for us. We'll find out.
The seething sigh. Stertorous avatar of ill-concealed rage.
Oh, right off the bat it does both lungs? It didn't do that last time. Okay, who's getting a big hit here? Are we gonna have a mark target for Baldwin? We're not. I think we save this right now. So is 12 enough to take off that? No. Oh, it has a little line there. I see. Okay. So I think the goal is just to get one of the two, because we're not quite going to make it. We're slightly short on this one. But, 12... Okay, so I was right. There is blinding that happens here. I had forgotten. So given that heal, I think we might actually be able to get... I think this is 1 away. Or 2 away? Did we get it? No. Yes, we did. Okay. So this did less damage because of that. It still does a lot of damage, but it's starting out with the dual inhalation, I think, was why we got hit so hard there. It's a shame we're blind here, but we'll try nonetheless. You can't heal yourself right now? That's very frustrating. This is just great for business. If he gets blinded, though, it's going to be a real shame. Because we need the heal. A little risky there, hit points wise. I think I want to just move us back. Kind of weird. Strong debate on that, just ignoring that, but oh, and you have, damn. Oh, that took away my strength. Okay, well, we brought the heal for a reason. Oh, that used our crit. Dang it. Okay, so I think that was enough. No, it was not enough to get us there. Wow. Is controlled burn not working? So it's very hard to read how far we have to go here. I think it's 20 points. Yeah, I don't think I care too much about the crit heal though. How do I need to keep making progress here. So putting that bleed back up I think is important. Is it? No, it's turn start. So we're stacking up this so that we're going to be able to hit the back target, I hope. That might be a difference maker right there. We didn't get the lung down though. Dang it. We're like one off every time. It looks like you have to do 20 to have it do the thing. Did I put Adrenaline Rush on Boudica? I forgot. Why do you have to be blinded right now?
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
This fight is not going well. With 2 lungs, and we're not, yeah. I don't think we're winning this one. Well, we gotta roll the dice on it. Yeah, the double lung is gonna wreck us. Wait, what? Oh, I can't backdraft from this position? Oh, crumbs. That's very unfortunate. I for some reason I thought you could backdraft from slot 3. Okay. We need to Adrenaline Rush here, I think, because otherwise we're just dead. And it just means we're going to take a huge hit here from both lungs. Yep. That's okay, though. Chance to apply. I thought... Hold on, I need to read the description here. We'll look at it in a second. Yeah, it's only from slot 2. That's very bad for us here, to be sure.
Excellent work.
I think I need to move forward in order to be able to stand any chance, but it's going to be... Yeah, this is That move is going to be hugely disastrous for us. Hopefully the occultist hangs in there. Thank you, occultist. Let's see. We're getting lucky with the heals. The fact that this has no bleeds associated with it, though, is very bad for business. Also, we got up here just in time for all of our fire to be gone, so you gotta love that. And I don't think we have an easy way to...
And now, the greatest test of all.
Don't think we have an easy way to reapply it. Yeah, all we can do is controlled burn from here. We were unwise with our selection of things. We're probably dead at the end of this turn, if I had to guess. That was a mistake. She was going to heal anyways, and if we lose the leper, we've probably lost too.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
Oh my gosh, that shuffle? Was not expecting that.
A setback, nothing more.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think we made the right decisions with skills, but, you know, you live and you learn or something.
Exhaustion takes hold.
69 hit points. With this structure, we're in a lot of trouble. Needed the solemnity there. Needed the solemnity there.
Suffering begins.
Well, we're getting lucky. That's for sure. Every bit helps. Did you just resist the bleed? Or it just hasn't shown up yet on the tooltip? I didn't give Boudica bleed out, so that's going to be a little bit troubling. This is going to sound awful, but we kind of want the runaway to die. Because we need to get Baldwin up front to Solemnity. It's very important. My dog is very sick. But I don't think we're... So we have enough bleed to maybe just do it if 32. Yeah, you're taking more than that damage. Oh, come on. Don't put Boudica in a place where she can't heal. Ugh. I guess we're just gonna try and outlive this by constantly healing ourselves once per round. Ironically, I think we might actually win this one. Definitely undeserved. I'm doing that because when she's dead, this will continue functioning. We got the Leper's Solemnity coming up, so... This is the mess. Oh, I was about to get Solemnity. That's so lame. So the thing that we have to do here is we have to get Boudica into position 2. She's not going to get into position 2. That might be why we lose.
A setback,
Oh my gosh. They gave us position 2. So we get a heal for this, which means that we're unlikely to die this turn. This is... Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. I remember this thing had a lot of death's door. 40% still. This could do nothing, so I'm just going for it.
Your fault was not in burying your furies, but in thinking they would accept such a fate.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get a lot of death's door resists, and as a result you win, and sometimes you get none and you lose. I certainly didn't earn that one, but we did win. It's nice.
Sears the skulking shadows from the darkened corners of the earth.
So that's another run. We did the lurker, and we took down the. Oh, I didn't look at its name. I keep forgetting. It's the something of resentment, right? Is it the confession of resentment? Nonetheless, that was a good run. That was a very, very good run. And in addition to being a good run, that was a good stream. Because I think we're done for the day. I burned the midnight oil something fierce yesterday. So today I'm going to take it easy, have dinner on time. But yeah, that run was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the fact that it was a basically random run. We subbed in the runaway for a grave robber, basically subbing in one reasonably weak class for another one. And yeah, we took down the big bad and the Leviathan, and our Leviathan kill was very clean. So I'm very psyched about that. Yes, Richard, it is slow and steady progression, to be sure. There was one more thing in the list of things that they were meant to add. They were supposed to add permanent hero progression, and they pushed that to another update because of some changes that they made. Paths were introduced a little early and took up a little extra development. But yeah, thank you everybody. Blue Mage, Annie, Rob, Richard, Doodle was lurking somewhere in here. I think Sam made an appearance early on, potentially. Stefan was here at the very beginning. Annie, are you doing that on Twitch, or are you just playing on your own? We did the lair and the lair boss, Richard. So, yeah, we beat the lair and the lair boss in the Shroud. But yeah, I will, we have a few people watching over on Twitch, so I'm going to set up a raid here. Try and find someone who is playing the Darkest Dungeon to send y'all over to. Keep this party started. Oh, don't worry about it, Annie. I was just thinking if you were going to be going live on Twitch, I would have sent you a raid so that everyone could enjoy the goodness of whatever you're doing. Let's see. All right, we'll send you over to this person. Coco Confession is streaming Darkest Dungeon. Say hi from me, and other than that, have a good stream, everybody, and a good and I'll catch you on the flip side. Yes, Richard, it has the 3-zone thing. But anyways, have a good one. Catch you all on the flip side, everybody. You might have missed it, Richard, because it was definitely there. I did it just moments ago, and I think there always is one. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Take care, and I'll catch you all.